EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. On the visitor's sideline, there's Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. Across from him, Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski. His guys ready to feed off the... Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Right to the air is Burrow. Buying time to his left. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mike Gesicki, 70 yards. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Since the offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. Here we go. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of the corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up. Here we go.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. So this offense will head back out there. Already an excellent field position thanks to the interception.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Burrow will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Gesicki. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are off to a 3rd. Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
22 yards. And the Bengals first down.
Here we go. 180. 11 MT, Tate. 11 is dot.
Now it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season openers. They're able to extend their lead. So what a start. It's not often you even get 3 possessions in a first quarter. Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase, 45 yards. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdowns. Bengals drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Looking deep here for Chase. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. by Chase. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Here we go. Stop.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Looking deep here for Chase. This is caught at the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Here we go. Stop.
Again, it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals extend their lead yet again. So that is going to tie an NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. It was first done by Sid Luckman of the Bears in 1943, then by Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 54, and now that mark equaled here in this one. Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got me awfully happy with their execution overall.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Now 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. Running free at the 45. Moving inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, 88 yards. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 13-yard line.
Get set. Wide 80.
He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And with that last completion, folks, he now owns the NFL record for most passing yards in a single game. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Higgins. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Cincinnati.
And that last touchdown pass not only puts 6 points on the board, it also puts his name into the record books for the most touchdown passes in a single game. So that is a big one, folks. Can you believe it? 8 passing touchdowns in a single game. Until today, that had never been done in NFL history. Bengals drive about to get going. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Now it looks like he'll throw here. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, but it's 2nd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow looking deep here for Chase. This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they be?
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season